Hi guys, 2026 has been another incredible year for Donghua fans, with established series continuing to dominate and new titles exceeding expectations. Through their action, storytelling, and memorable characters, these series have captured the attention of viewers around the world. In today's video, we're counting down the top 10 most popular Donghua of 2026 based on their impact, popularity, and the excitement they've generated within the community. With that said, let's begin. Starting with a classic Cultivation series that has received a more polished remake, The Way of Choices follows Chen Changsheng, a young boy burdened by a fate that promises an early death. Refusing to accept the destiny written for him, he steps into the harsh and unforgiving world of cultivation in search of a way to change his future. At its core, this is an underdog story. Chen Changsheng begins as someone overlooked by those around him, but his journey takes a dramatic turn when he gains access to the legendary Tomb of Heavenly Books, uncovering powerful cultivation techniques and long-buried secrets connected to his origins. As his strength and influence grow, he gradually rises to challenge the established powers that dominate the cultivation world. Featuring stunning visuals inspired by traditional Chinese fantasy, beautifully animated battles, and a strong focus on strategy and character growth, The Way of Choices stands as a perfect example of a traditional Cultivation Donghua done right. One of the most impressive new series of the year is Beyond Time's Gaze. What happens when a prosperous cultivation civilization collapses under the influence of gods, transforming a thriving world into a post-apocalyptic wasteland? In the face of extinction, the will to survive gives rise to new heroes. Among them is Shu Qing, a lone wanderer shaped by tragedy, loss, and hardship. In a world where strength is the only path forward, he relentlessly pushes himself beyond his limits, gradually becoming a key figure in a confrontation between humans and demons. What truly sets the series apart is its stunning presentation. The animation is unique, highly detailed, and visually breathtaking. Its realism, dark atmosphere, and richly crafted world building create an immersive experience that captivates even the most demanding viewers. For me, and I believe for many of you as well, Beyond Time's Gaze represents a major turning point for Donghua. It showcases the incredible level of quality the medium is capable of achieving and offers an exciting glimpse into what the future of the genre may hold. For viewers seeking a series with exceptional lore, deep storytelling, and immersive world-building, Tales of Herding Gods is one of the fastest-rising Donghua in recent years. Set in a world where the gods have long faded into myth and ancient ruins stand as silent echoes of a forgotten age. The story follows Qin Mu, an orphan raised by 9 enigmatic elders whose wisdom and abilities defy all common understanding. Living a humble life as a cattle herder, he grows up surrounded by lessons that appear ordinary on the surface, only to discover that both his upbringing and the world around him conceal far greater mysteries. As Qin Mu steps beyond the boundaries of his secluded home, he is thrust into a vast cultivation world filled with hidden dangers, ancient secrets, and extraordinary powers. Driven by curiosity, determination, and an unbreakable spirit, he embarks on a journey that will see him rise from a simple herder to a figure capable of shaking the very foundations of the world. Combining grand adventure with deep lore and stunning world building, Tales of Herding Gods stands among the finest Donghua of its generation. Next up is a series featuring one of the most badass protagonists in Donghua. The Demon Hunter Season 3 stands as the series at its absolute peak, delivering its most ambitious story and most spectacular action to date. Building on everything that came before, it expands the scale of the world, deepens its mysteries, and pushes its characters into conflicts that feel larger and more consequential than ever. At the heart of the story is Meng Chuan, a protagonist defined not by effortless growth, but by relentless perseverance. Faced with devastating loss, overwhelming expectations, and enemies far beyond his reach, he is forced to evolve through hardship rather than destiny alone. As his strength grows, so too does his understanding of a world shaped by ancient secrets, hidden powers, and threats far greater than he ever imagined. At the end, I believe that the Demon Hunter grows more ambitious with each season, cementing its place as one of the most captivating action Donghua available today. Next up is a series that takes cultivation beyond the boundaries of a single world. Swallowed Star blends sci-fi and cultivation on a massive scale, expanding from Earth's struggle for survival into a universe filled with powerful races, ancient secrets, and galaxy-spanning conflicts. At the center of the story is Luo Feng, a protagonist whose strength comes as much from his intelligence and determination as his talent. Rather than relying solely on overwhelming power, he constantly adapts, learns, and overcomes impossible odds, growing from a gifted warrior into a figure capable of influencing the fate of countless worlds. What makes Swallowed Star stand out is its sense of progression. Every new arc feels larger than the last, revealing new civilizations, greater dangers, and a universe that continues to expand in unexpected ways. Combined with impressive animation and visually stunning battles, it delivers a journey that rarely loses momentum. Ultimately, Swallowed Star remains one of the most ambitious Donghua in the sci-fi cultivation genre, offering a scale and sense of adventure few series can match. For many fans, Soul Land was their first introduction to cultivation, and Soul Land 2 successfully carries that legacy forward while forging its own identity. At the center of the story is Huo Yuhao, a protagonist who begins with neither status nor privilege. Unlike the geniuses born into powerful clans, he starts his journey from the bottom, relying on hard work and persistence to carve out his own path. As his journey unfolds, he finds himself drawn into events far greater than he ever imagined. What sets Soul Land 2 apart is how much the world has evolved. The balance between traditional cultivation and advancing technology creates a unique setting where old powers are forced to adapt to a rapidly changing world. This shift gives the series a larger scale and a more mature atmosphere than its predecessor. Ultimately, Soul Land 2 proves that the franchise still has plenty to offer, standing as a worthy successor to one of Donghua's most iconic series. When people talk about the biggest cultivation Donghua, Perfect World is almost always part of the conversation. With its breathtaking battles, expansive world building, and unforgettable protagonist, it has become one of the defining series in the genre. Shihao is the kind of character who embodies both beauty and power, earning a reputation as one of the most iconic protagonists in Donghua. His journey begins under harsh circumstances, but through countless battles and impossible odds, he gradually rises toward a destiny that few could even comprehend. As the story unfolds, the scale grows far beyond its humble beginnings. Ancient secrets come to light, powerful realms are explored, and the conflicts become increasingly grand in scope. Backed by impressive animation and some of the most visually spectacular fights in Donghua, the series constantly delivers memorable moments. Ultimately, Perfect World remains one of the most popular cultivation Donghua ever made, and it's easy to see why. One of the biggest surprises of 2026 was Sword of Coming, a Donghua that captivated fans around the world with its traditional storytelling and strong xianxia elements. Backed by beautiful animation and immersive world building, it follows Li Xian's journey from an impulsive underdog to a respected swordsman. His character development is among the series' greatest strengths. Starting as someone overlooked and underestimated, Li Xian faces numerous hardships and gradually matures through the challenges placed before him. Rather than relying on sudden power-ups or drastic personality changes, the story allows his growth to unfold naturally, making his progress feel earned. While Sword of Coming delivers plenty of exciting battles and sword fights, it also explores themes of legacy, bonds, and cultivation. This balance between compelling action and a well-crafted narrative makes Sword of Coming one of the most memorable and thoughtfully executed cultivation Donghua in recent years. Few cultivation Donghua have had the same impact on the genre as Battle Through the Heavens. Its popularity helped shape the modern cultivation landscape, setting a benchmark for long-running adaptations with its blend of intense action, expansive world building, and satisfying character progression. However, it was Season 5 that truly transformed the series into the phenomenon it is today. With a noticeable leap in animation quality and stronger pacing, the story reached a new level. Zhao Yan's journey evolved beyond that of a talented cultivator seeking to reclaim his lost status, becoming a story centered on the pursuit of strength. As the conflict with the Soul Hall intensified, the stakes grew significantly, introducing larger battles and some of the series' most memorable moments. The action remains one of the Donghua's greatest strengths, and combined with Zhao Yan's steady growth, the series has remained a fan favorite for years, culminating in the rise of a legend whose name would ultimately shake the Duqi continent. And finally, we arrive at the #1 spot, Renegade Immortal, currently the highest-ranked and most-watched series of 2026. What truly makes this series stand out is Wang Lin. While many cultivation protagonists are portrayed as naive or overly reckless, Wang Lin is mature, highly intelligent, and approaches the cultivation world with a level of caution and pragmatism that many fans appreciate. He is calculating, resourceful, and willing to make difficult decisions to survive in a ruthless world. His growth feels earned, which makes it easy for viewers to become invested in his journey. The series also excels when it comes to action. The battles are intense and strategic, blending brutal confrontations with clever tactics that make every fight engaging. More than just a story about becoming stronger, Renegade Immortal highlights the harsh realities of cultivation and the sacrifices required to reach the pinnacle of power. Well, that's all for our top 10 most popular Donghua of 2026. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know which Donghua was your favorite.